Hello and welcome, and I am super excited. Thank you for joining me because we are doing something very special. We are at Daytona in the classic Fords with the wings, these 70s NASCAR cars. I was not expecting a combo like this, but I think it's going to be very, very fun. I am super excited for it as we come to the line here. This is an unranked race. And so safety rating, driver rating, because it's daily race A, is not affected. And safety rating also isn't affected as we get off to a slow start here. One of the things about driving this car in VR is that it's kind of hard to know when to shift. In, normal view, you have the indicator to tell you when to shift, but in VR, there's just nothing there that can really tell you, and the gauges aren't that clear in VR. But that's alright, because we are able to pick up some speed again and catch up to the pack. And my strategy is simply to just rest here on the bottom as we get a little butt tap there, but we're alright. There's no need to pass. We're going to apply some iRacing strategy. Rest here on the bottom, but the 7 car does not allow us to get to the bottom. He's shoving us into the wall, and we get shoved into the back and lose it. It is hard to save these cars once you lose it and spin out. And our race is ruined on lap 1, unfortunately. That's the thing about this race. Usually daily race A, your safety rating is affected, but for some reason Polyphony decided that they would not have your safety rating be affected, and so I think people are just gonna drive way more aggressively. And our first attempt at this race at Daytona is unfortunately a wash. Could we at least get a top 10? Let's see. So we actually picked up a lot of speed and using just some iRacing Daytona tricks to catch up. Maybe there's a chance to get a top 10 here. We got Moose Jammies from Canada riding ahead of us in his purple car. Very unique vibes from this guy. But we are going to try to see if we can get a nice little slingshot and at least finish in the top 10. Maybe even better if they crash up ahead, but probably not. And so here we are, lap 6, coming up right behind him. And he's putting on the block, but that's alright. We're going to use this draft to gain some speed so we can hopefully pass him on the straightaway. Moving to the outside, but I hit the wall. It's actually way harder to pass here or to maneuver around than I expected. The car was just getting loose. I wanted to keep it on the throttle, but now I'm realizing that you actually might want to get off the throttle a little bit. It could be because of the front end damage I have, but I'm thinking you actually might want to get off the throttle to play it safe. And so for the next race, I'm going to drive a lot safer, get off the throttle, and just really be careful with the wheel, so hopefully I don't finish last. And as you can see there, Moose Jammies says it best. That was fun. Not really. We're probably not going to see him again, I bet. Alright, second attempt, race number 2. And Moose Jammies, for some reason, came back, even though he thought it wasn't fun. He is in pole position. I tried to get a little bit better qualifying time in 5th. I really wanted to be up front, a little further up front than this, but I will take 5th place. And here we go, coming to the green flag. Shifting a lot earlier than I did in that first race. Hopefully actually shifting at the right time. Trying to kind of look at the gauge that they have on the bottom. And we're getting some bump draft from the driver in front, which is pretty nice, but I kind of hesitate to bump draft. And you can see some slipping and sliding up front and some bump draft for me behind, and it's really giving me a good push up ahead as everyone is fighting for position on this very first lap. But me, I do want to play it safe, so even though Tail Chaser behind me, this orange car, is giving some good pushes, I really just want to play it safe and not get into too much of a mess. I really hesitate to push up front because I I don't know what it's like pushing in GT7. Is it gonna make people wily? Is it gonna make them wild? I don't know. And these cars, I don't think back in the day they were really bump drafting, especially with the noses that they have. So I am just gonna kind of play it safe, maybe bump draft towards the last couple laps, but definitely not on lap 2, even though I am aggressively getting shot in the back here. The 2 green cars ahead really scrapping, so if they wreck, that'll really put me in a great position to win this race, although Tail Chaser behind, with his experience, really giving this bump draft, he might actually make a good run for the win, and it seems like he knows what he's doing. And so here we go, up to lap 3, getting some good pushes. We actually might have an opening. I hope I'm not frustrating Tail Chaser behind with my slow and methodical move, and he's actually gonna go to the inside. Tail Chaser is aggressively going to the inside, and I get a huge shove from the back, which sends me into the wall. You don't want to push into the trial wall, and oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Tried braking, trying to save it better than I did, but unable to. That is unfortunate. I thought we were actually gonna do something, but I guess with me not pushing up ahead, Tail Chaser behind me got frustrated, and he decided that he was gonna take things into his own hands and go for the pass. That is unfortunate. Another L. So, you know, I thought this race was going to be a lot more fun than it ended up being. Maybe it's a skill issue. It probably is a skill issue. Come on. I don't got any wins on Gran Turismo 7. But I thought it would be a lot more fun. But unfortunately, just a little too chaotic doing super speedway racing on a game like GT7. It'll be nice to go back to road racing, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I would appreciate if you subscribed. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.